The doorbell rang once. Sharp, polite, certain. I was already on my feet before I realized my heart was racing. Something in that sound felt rehearsed, like it had waited years to be pressed. When I opened the door, the air left my lungs. She stood there in a simple blue dress. Hair pulled back, eyes too familiar to be coincidence. Not just beautiful, recognizable. A younger echo of the woman I had loved for over 2 decades. The same curve of the mouth, the same steady gaze that didn't flinch under scrutiny. She smiled. "Nice to meet you, Dad." The word landed inside my chest and detonated quietly. No scream, no collapse. Just a slow internal cave-in. Behind her, the street went on as normal. Cars passed. A neighbor laughed. The world didn't pause for revelations like this. I stepped aside without thinking. She walked in like she belonged there, like she had rehearsed the floor plan in her mind long before her feet touched it. I watched her hands, steady, calm, no tremor. That terrified me more than the words. My wife had always told me the baby didn't make it. A complication. A doctor's face turned serious. A folded blanket handed over. I was overseas. I trusted her voice over the phone. Trusted the pauses. Trusted the crying. I closed the door. The house felt smaller with her in it, like it was finally telling me the truth. She sat at the table where my wife used to drink her coffee every morning. Folded her hands. Looked straight at me. "I think you already know," she said softly. I didn't answer. I couldn't. My mind was working too fast, rearranging memories, relabeling lies. She told me her name. The name my wife had once mentioned casually, years ago. Said it belonged to a co-worker's niece. I remembered thinking it was pretty. "She raised me," the girl said. "Your wife?" "She told me you were dead." The word slid in slowly, surgical. Dead. I thought of the letters I sent from deployment. The ones that stopped coming back. The excuses. The silence. The years I blamed distance for. "She said you left," the girl continued. "That you didn't want us." Us. I nodded once. Invited her to stay the night. My voice sounded normal, controlled. I surprised myself. That night I didn't sleep. I watched the ceiling and replayed everything. The pregnancy announcement timed perfectly before my deployment. The miscarriage story delivered with just enough detail to feel real, the way she never wanted to talk about it again. I didn't confront her when she came home 2 days later. I kissed her cheek, asked about her day, watched her smile with the same mouth her daughter had. Then I started digging. I pulled phone records, old emails, medical documents she'd never shown me. I requested archived hospital files under the guise of updating our insurance. Every piece fit, clean, precise, like a long game executed without a single emotional misstep. She hadn't cheated. That would have been simpler. She had decided. She'd chosen motherhood without me. Decided I was expendable, useful only as a paycheck wired from afar. The DNA test confirmed it weeks later. I stared at the results without blinking. 99.99% mine. That night, I placed the folder on the kitchen table. Didn't say a word. She opened it. Read once, twice. Her knees buckled. She reached for the chair like it might forgive her. "I did it to protect her," she whispered. "I knew you'd take her from me." I watched her cry, cataloged it, noted how different it looked from the tears she'd fed me years ago. "You buried our child," I said calmly, "and built a life on the grave." She tried to touch me. I stepped back. I told her I had already transferred the house into my name, that the accounts were frozen, that her daughter knew everything now. Every lie, every choice. "She doesn't want to see you," I added. Not cruel, just factual. Her sobs turned animal, desperate, loud. "I felt nothing." The next morning, I drove the girl to the airport. She hugged me once, tight, real. "I didn't come for money," she said. "I came for the truth." I nodded. That was all I had left to give. When I returned home, the house was quiet, empty, honest. I stood in the doorway long after the doorbell stopped echoing in my head. Some lies live longer than people. Not this one.